Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for watching Beyond Science. It's Mikexingchen. One of the most important Egyptian discoveries of all time may have been made in a Cairo slump just a few days ago. On March 9th, archaeologists from Egypt and Germany found a ginormous statue that they say depicts Pharaoh Ramses II. The statue is 26 feet tall, made of quartzite, and could be more than 3,000 years old. And it was discovered at the ancient Heliopolis archaeological site in a working-class area among unfinished buildings and mud roads. Before getting into the details of the discovery, here is a little information about Ramses II. Ramses II is also known as Ramses the Great. He was the third pharaoh of the 19th dynasty of Egypt. He ruled from 1279 to 1213 BCE and is possibly one of the most powerful and influential rulers in Egyptian history. Records of his reign show that he was one of few rulers to live and rule long enough to be part of two Hebset festivals, which are festivals held every 30 years to rejuvenate the pharaoh. Not only that, he also led many military expeditions and secured his borders, increasing the Egyptian empire to stretch from Syria in the east to Nubia in the south. At the same time, he also increased Egypt's wealth and widened its scope of trade, making it a flourishing empire. Although Ramses II was great and all, he did have a little problem. He couldn't stop building statues of himself. In fact, it is believed that during his 67 years of rule, he built more temples and fathered more children than any other pharaoh. Also, when we think of harem, we think of maybe a small group of 5 to 10 people, right? At least that's what the animes tell us. But Ramses II had a harem of over 100 women and had more than 100 children. Anyway, back to the story. Through the joint effort of Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities and researchers from the University of Leipzig, the massive Ramses II statue was discovered. Although the statue was already broken into pieces, the bust, lower part of the head, the crown, the right ear, and a piece of the right eye were found in tip-top shape. The sheer size of the broken statue makes one gape in awe, which is what many of the archaeologists, officials, local residents, and members of the media did as they gathered a body of water as a forklift and pulled a huge broken head out of its muddy depths. Not only did they find a statue of Ramses II, but they also found the upper part of Pharaoh Seti II, Ramses II's grandson. The statue is made of limestone and is also life-sized, up to 80 centimeters long. Researchers say the likeliness of the statue belonging to Ramses II is high because it was found near the Sun Temple in Heliopolis, which was founded by Ramses II. Heliopolis was one of the largest temples in Egypt before it was destroyed in Greco-Roman times. Since then, many of his obelisks were moved to Alexandria or Europe, and its stones were used for building the city of Cairo. Heliopolis' literal Greek translation is Sun City, and it was named this way because it was a worship site for ancient Egyptian god Re. It was known that Ramses was a worshipper of Re, and it demanded many temples, including the Heliopolis, to be built for worshiping the sun god. This is another reason why many researchers believe that the statue they uncovered was indeed of Ramses II. Now, if you're wondering why this discovery was so important, first of all, it's another artifact to add to the vast collection of Egyptian treasures, but it will also allow us to uncover more of Egyptian history as well as carry on its legacy, which has captured the imagination of people around the world. Alongside that, this discovery could be a huge boost for the failing tourism industry in Egypt. Ever since the Egyptian Revolution of 2011, the number of tourists visiting Egypt has dropped significantly. This was especially evident from 2010 to 2011, when tourist numbers dropped from 14.7 million to 9.8 million. Of course, guys, this is just the beginning of this massive discovery, so I'll keep you updated if anything else develops. Thank you all so much for watching this video. See you later.